I was thinking about space, and I thought about the space race in the 60s. I remember the excitement the day that the astronaut drink Tang first landed on the shelf. I like orange.
Welcome to Humanity, a show that examines the propaganda disseminated by the wealthy, the powerful, and their pack of corporate beasts. I'm your host, Fleem Rattler, and with us tonight, via the new media, is my co-host, Dwayne Mann. Welcome, Dwayne.
Thank you, Flem. It's my pleasure to be here. But I have to ask, corporate beasts? Now, you know as well as I do that the U.S. Congress passed legislation in the 1860s making corporations persons under the 14th Amendment, the amendment that guaranteed civil rights to slaves, ex-slaves, and any citizen born or naturalized.
Corporations may be legally, through the manipulations of legislation, persons, but they have no humanity.
Of course, there are some nonprofits and a few corporations that are trying to champion humanity, but their numbers pale in comparison.
The overwhelming majority's sole existence is for profit and protection from litigation, and their greed appears to be unlimited and uncaring.
So let's get to tonight's topic. Let's start by examining thinkage.
What it is, but more importantly, what it is not.
What it is corporate speak for thought linkage.
And what it is not is anything close to thinking.
So why have they, and who do we mean by they?
The wealthy, the powerful, and all corporations that view humanity as an obstacle on their path to profits that must be eliminated.
That's right. So why have they targeted thinking?
What are they afraid of?
Let's think about thinking.
Is it following the directions on a box of macaroni and cheese? Is it checking on your neighbor who might be right next door? It is not.
Thinking is not an afterthought. It's being curious about something.
Questioning the authority.
That's right. Are the facts really true?
Or are they lies that you choose to believe?
They know part of the true nature of humanity is to be trusting.
But beware, they have no humanity and are not to be trusted.
Remember, their true nature is the creation of profits, and thought linkage is means to that end.
If you believe their marketing propaganda without thinking,
their thoughts become your thoughts.
Your mind becomes crowded with their made-up reality.
You stop thinking and start reacting.
Your thoughts are like cue cards that flash their mystified history.
Your thinking is replaced by thinking.
Your beliefs are manufactured, another product you have bought into.
So how do they create these myths?
Let us examine the myth of Tang by hearing what the makers of Tang claim about their product.
According to their advertisements, Tang is the energy breakfast drink with real natural flavor. More vitamin C than orange juice and more vitamin A than the best tomato juice. Astronauts do something you do. They drink Tang. Tang tastes orangey. Tastes great. But Tang's biggest role isn't the NASA space program. It's right here on Earth.
Although the value of many of these claims could be argued, none of them are lies. But with propaganda, there is always a few grains of truth in its desert of insinuation.
If you're like most people, you think Tang was developed by the space program in the 1960s. But what are the facts about Tang?
It was formulated by William A. Mitchell for the General Foods Corporation in 1957 and sent to stores in 1959 in an attempt to tap into the large Kool-Aid market.
The vitamins were added to make it appear nutritious, but it was really just a jar full of sugar with a second ingredient, citric acid. In amounts less than the acid were a host of chemical compounds, then some vitamin C, a little natural flavoring containing a chemical preservative, and finally, between the artificial flavor and the artificial color, was some vitamin A.
Created in a laboratory, it is no more than a Frankenstein monster with an orangey smile that they tried to pass off as Mother Nature. And its sales were disappointing.
Until NASA began to use it in the mid-60s.
And why would NASA use this if it wasn't good? Because, paraphrasing a NASA engineer, the water the astronauts had to drink was a byproduct of the life support system, and they complained about its bad taste. Tang was added to make the foul water taste better, and chosen, according to another NASA spokesperson, because it is virtually non-destructible.
And once NASA used it, it got what marketers call the aspirational halo, meaning kids wanted to drink it to be like the astronauts, and sales space rocketed.
But the myth-defying isn't over. Kraft Foods Incorporated now owns the Tang brand.
And in 2007, introduced a new version.
With fruition and 1/2 of the sugar replaced with 3 artificial sweeteners.
The corporate speak, fruition, combining fruit and nutrition, was supported with the claim that it was fortified with select vitamins found in fruit juice.
And had 1/2 of the sugar of 100% juice.
Do you think Tang is healthy?
Because its myth appears healthier than what's in it.
Thinking about it, is this a product you want to purchase?
Do you even want it in your home?
Where somebody you care about might drink it?
Or even somebody you do not care about?
Every corporation wants you to trust it.
Wants you to feel good about it.
Wants you to believe they have your best interest at heart.
But again, beware. It is all marketing. They have no heart. It is the propaganda of advertising.
So the next time they try to feed you their line, think before you swallow it.
Do not drink their thinkage.
It's time to stand up.
To revolt against their revolting ways.
To reclaim your humanity.
The revolution is waiting for you.
So, for humanity, I'm Dwayne Mann saying thank you for your time.
And I am Fleem Raitler saying thank you. for the children.